Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Eric Lacaire, National Vice President here at Super Patch, and I have the pleasure today of being your host and giving you all the information about the Super Patch Company, the technology of how to live super naturally. This is the information that you decided to plug in. You were invited maybe by some of your family member, a friend of yours, a colleague that said, you know what, you need to check this out. This technology has done an amazing difference in my personal life, me, myself, probably the friend, the family member, or the person that invited you as well. And that's why they want you to check this out, because this technology is taking the world by storm. So get ready for this information. Grab a pen and paper if you need. You want to write some things down. This is going to be a lot of fun. So before we start about the technology, we need to take a look at the mission behind this company, because every company has a mission, and the mission behind the Super Patch Company is very simple, very big, but very simple. At the core, the mission is to provide a drug-free solution for health and performance. A solution that is safe, that is tested, that is proven by science, and most importantly, that is affordable. Today, we have lots of different solutions that have some sort of ingredient, some sort of drug, some sort of side effect, maybe a surgery. Those are the only solutions that we have right now, unfortunately. And the world needs a drug-free solution for health and performance. And the man behind this mission is none other than Mr. Jay Dhaliwal from Toronto, Canada. You see, Mr. Jay Dhaliwal has been on a quest to help his mom's health. And in that quest, he broke some old paradigms of health, medicine, and neurology. And after 17 years of research and development and over $40 million invested, he figured out that the future of health and performance and wellness is not in a pill. The future is in a neural signal. And you're probably thinking, what is a neural signal? Right? Well, it took him 17 years to figure this out. And thanks to this discovery, thanks to his persistency and to his genius, he was able to create and develop this technology that is really a hope for the world of a drug-free solution for everyone involved. And so that's the purpose of his life right now and forever. And his vision is over the next 5 generations to make this shift towards a drug-free world. Now, you're hearing a lot of words: neurology, neural signal, right? That sounds very complicated. And to be quite honest with you, I'm not a neurosurgeon. I'm not, super smart and a genius. So I couldn't really explain and do this technology justice. So instead of me trying to figure it out and trying to explain it to you, I'm going to play a little video that could explain it way better than I could. And then I will be right back. So watch this quick video. I will be right back.
On average, it covers about 21 square feet. Bigger than a typical door frame. It comprises 15% of your body weight and contains 11 miles of blood vessels. I'm talking about the biggest organ in the human body, your skin. And now, the Super Patch Company is unlocking the superpowers of human skin. Your skin protects you from invaders like germs, helps you regulate your body temperature, and allows you to feel tactile sensations like hot, cold, rough, and soft. In fact, the Nobel Prize was awarded to a couple of doctors who unlocked the secret of our body's sense of touch and temperature. Imagine you have a tiny team of workers inside your body. When your skin experiences something hot or cold, or something touches your skin, these workers send messages to your brain telling you what's happening. They're called ion channels, and these sensors are the key to a new cutting-edge technology utilized by the Super Patch Company. This elegant and effective technology has gone through clinical studies, and the amazing results have been published in peer-reviewed science journals. And their benefits are game-changing. For example, let's talk about pain. The Freedom Super Patch focuses on pain management. Users of the patch reported a 72% reduction in pain within minutes, and the relief lasts for 24 hours. Here's how this amazing technology works. It's well known that our minds regulate our physiology. The autonomic nervous system and other neural networks, much like computer programs of the mind, control every aspect of our physical lives, from our heart and breathing rates to sleep and pain. But these networks can become dysfunctional or damaged due to factors like illness, stress, injury, or the environment. And when your neural networks stop working optimally, it can affect every aspect of your health. So to utilize these neural pathways, those ion channels, the Super Patch Company has been developing skin stimulation technology for more than 12 years. It's called Haptic Vibrotactile Trigger Technology, or VTT. Each super patch contains very fine ridges that stimulate receptors in your skin. Think of them as braille for the brain. And the unique patterns of these ridges help reboot a specific neural program. When these ridges touch the skin, the stimulation starts instantly correcting those neural programs, essentially rewiring your brain. We're talking about life-changing benefits. For example, more than 50 million Americans have sleep disorders. And according to the National Institute of Health, insufficient sleep is estimated to have a negative annual impact on the U.S. economy of more than $400 billion. Studies have shown that people who wear the REM Super Patch for 2 weeks fall asleep 48% faster and get almost 25% more sleep at night. Every year, more than 36 million falls are reported among older Americans, and studies show that balance is the most reliable biomarker for longevity. In other words, if you have good balance and stability, the more likely you are to live longer. Studies on the Liberty Super Patch reveal that it can improve balance and stability by more than 30%. This is all done without drugs, electronic stimulation, or therapies. Most importantly, the patches are safe and easy to use. 100% drug and chemical free. No ingredients or supplements, and there are no contraindications or side effects. It's great to be active. It's even better to be proactive. The Super Patch, backed by research, proven by science.
So there you have it. Way better explanation that I could have done. And there are the patches. 15 revolutionary products that are changing health, wellness, and performance. 15 different patches, 15 different textures and patterns that are all 100% drug-free. that are providing incredible benefits, already 1 million happy customers. And the video already talked about some of the patches, right? Talks about the one for managing pain. Think about how many people you know that are complaining about their knee pain, their shoulder pain, their elbow pain, their back pain, neck pain, right? We have a solution that is drug-free that helps people feel less pain in a matter of minutes. This is a huge, huge, huge market. The other patch that the video talks about is to improve balance and stability. We understand why that's so important. And the beauty about this patch is that you can actually feel it working in split seconds, right? We call it the Liberty Experience or the demo or the balance test, call it whatever you want to call it. You can actually do a little bit of a exercise before the technology, before wearing the patch, and then you put the patch on and you can literally feel the difference now. Not 2 weeks from now, not 2 months from now, right away. And so call back the person who invited you on this presentation. You will be able to feel the difference right away. And the video tells us why is balance important? Because it's the number one biomarker for longevity. Next, we have one for sleep. The video talks about the clinical studies. That's one thing I love about this technology. It's based and backed on science, right? And so we want to sleep faster or fall asleep faster, sleep longer and deeper. And we all know that when we do not sleep correctly for about 2 or 3 nights in a row, everything goes downhill, right? We are stressed out more easily. We are tired. We have a hard time focusing. Everything goes downhill. And on the flip side, when we sleep correctly for 2 or 3 nights in a row, everything is a little bit better. So sleep is the most important thing in a healthy lifestyle sort of regimen. Therefore, sleep is one of the most important patches, I feel, because if we can help somebody sleep better, a lot of things are having a domino effect because of better sleep. So again, think about the people that you know that are not sleeping correctly, right? We have a patch for that. Next, we have a patch for energy. We're talking about no sugar, no caffeine, no taurine, no bulls, no wings, no monsters, none of that stuff, no crash and burn, right? All day clean, natural energy. There's people that are waiting in line for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to pay $5, $7, $8 for their caffeine fix for about 2 or 3 hours of energy, and that's it. And then they crash and burn in the afternoon. We have a patch for all day energy, right? Again, non-invasive, drug-free solution. This is massive. Do you imagine how big the energy drink market is? We have a patch to combat the energy drink market. We have another patch that is there for our stress and our anxiety. The clinical study on the Peace Patch shows a reduction in 33% of feelings of stress and anxiety, right? The best way I can explain this patch, it's almost like doing about 2 hours of meditation in a matter of minutes, right? After a few minutes of putting the Peace Patch on your skin, and by the way, where do you put those patches? Anywhere you want on clean, dry skin where there's the least amount of hair as possible. And obviously, guys, not on an area that bends, right? You wouldn't put it directly on your elbow because your elbow bends about 20,000 times a day. So not on an area that bends, maybe not directly on your neck because your neck moves in so many different directions, right? So you put it wherever you want. And then after putting it on your skin, a few minutes, and you just feel calmer, better, more at ease, right? So Peace Patch, so many people, so many reasons in 2026 to feel stress, right? There's traffic, you're stressed. You're late for work, you're stressed. You're coming back home and you forgot to prepare the stuff for the kids, you're stressed. There's so many reasons to be stressed out. And stress is the number one root cause for the reasons why people go see the doctor, right? So if we help people feel less stress, there's again a lot of domino effects for health and wellness. Next, we have a patch to support your immune system. It could be, throughout the whole year, or it could be during the change of seasons, or it could be maybe for allergy season. If you're looking to have the best immune system possible, Defend Patch is for you. Next, we have the Focus Patch, which is there to improve our focus, our attention, our cognitive performance, our memory. This is fantastic for students. This is great for young and old, right? And there's no limits in age. It could be for kids or for grandparents. It could be for men, for women. Doesn't matter, because again, there's no ingredients. So we're not adding anything to the body, right? No drugs, no ingredients, no supplements, no side effects. None of the patches have any of those things. So that's a great technology, again, like I said, for kids. And these things have really hijacked our attention and our focus. Our attention span is smaller and smaller and smaller and shorter and shorter and shorter. So now with the focus patch, you're able to improve your focus, your attention span. So focus, we have a patch for that. Next, we have the Ignite patch, which is there to burn more calories. By simply applying the patch on your skin, you're able to burn up to 25% more calories at rest. What does that mean? That means that as you're watching this presentation, you could be burning 25% more calories. As you're stuck in traffic driving, you could be burning more calories. As you're watching Netflix or even sleeping, you can burn 25% more calories. And as we know, if we're burning more calories than we're taking in, we lose weight. So this is a great tool if you're looking to lose weight, or if you're looking to maintain your weight and make that calorie burning an easier process. There's nothing easier than patch and go. That's all you need to do. You put the patch on and you just go live your life. You don't need to change any of your habits. We have the Joy patch, which is there to improve our mood, right? Better mood. It gives us a bit of a positivity type of feeling, supports happiness, optimism. So if you have somebody, you know, sometimes you wake up and you sort of have that gray cloud over your head. Well, this literally gives you sunshine back into your day. So you can actually give joy and happiness to someone by simply giving them a Joy patch. So again, big market for mood management. We have another patch, the Kick It patch, which is there to help us break our bad habits. And I don't know what kind of bad habits you have. Maybe it's smoking, drinking, gambling, could be nail biting, could be sugar addiction, could be social media addiction, whatever bad habit you want to get rid of. This is almost like willpower in a patch. It will help you support your decision of quitting the bad behavior and helping you build good, positive habits. Next, we have the Lumi patch, which is for a better looking skin. We're talking about better complexion, a more natural glow, better hydration, more elasticity of your skin, less wrinkles, less pimples, you name it. If you're looking to have a better looking skin, a type of skin that is regenerating itself with better versions of skin cells, the Lumi patch is there for you. So you're looking for better skin, we have a patch for that. And then we have the Rocket patch, which is originally specifically designed for men, give you that natural, manly, youthful action, stamina, endurance type of feeling, right? Guys, if you get my drift, it gives you the performance of your mid-20s. Let's just call it that, right? You know, guys, how you were performing in your mid-20s. So if you want that feeling back, depending on your age, this is a unique patch where depending on your age, you're going to have to wear it for a different amount of time to actually feel the results, right? So if you're 50 or older, you want to wear the Rocket patch every single day for at least 3 weeks to start feeling the effects. And when I say every day, it's not one patch that you stick on and then you wait it out for three weeks, okay? What you're going to do is put one patch on, and then 24 hours later, you're going to remove it, take a shower, clean yourself off, dry yourself off, and then put a fresh new patch on, because all the patches are good for about 24 hours. Because after the 24-hour mark, the material of the patch, which is actually surgical tape, it will, and I don't know if you can see through my camera here, those ridges. I have a special patch here for you to see the ridges. That's the technology right there, right? So it's not the material of the patch, it's actually the texture on it. And so after around the 24-hour mark, the structural integrity of the material of the patch starts to morph a little bit because of your body heat and your sweat and everything. And so the texture is starting to lose that pattern. So therefore, the signal is less and less effective past the 24-hour mark. So again, if you're 50 and over, you want to wear it for 3 weeks straight. So you put a patch on, 24 hours later, you remove it, you put a fresh new one every single day for about 3 weeks, and then you're going to start seeing some results. If you're between 40 and 50 years old, 2 weeks of wearing the Rocket patch. And if you're below 40 years old, at least 1 week to start feeling the effects. Guys, just give this a shot, give this a try, and then you'll see how that feels to perform like you're in your mid-20s again. Next, we have the Victory patch, one of my favorite patches. This one is the Athletic Performance patch. We're talking about more stamina, more endurance, more power, more strength, more agility, better physical performance all around, and also faster muscle recovery. So whether you're working out at the gym, whether you're doing a sport, amateur level, professional level, Olympic level, doesn't matter what level you're at, you will benefit from the Victory patch. Or maybe you're not playing a sport, but maybe you're going through the sport of life and your actual job is very, very physically demanding, right? So if that's the case and you want to perform better at work, at your very physically demanding job, the Victory patch is there for you as well. So if you want to perform at your best, we have a patch for that. And then we have another patch called Assure. This is a drug-free solution for motion sickness, dizziness, and mild nausea. This is great for traveling by air, land, or sea. So if you have that motion sickness or nauseous feeling, there's a patch for that. Again, drug-free, non-invasive, no pills, no ingredients whatsoever. And then lastly, we have the Zen patch, which is, it gives you a sense of being in the present moment. It supports creativity. It gives you more inspiration, flexible thinking. It connects the dots better. It makes you think more clearly, gives you a feeling of being more centered, more present. It puts you in the state of flow. It literally puts you in the zone. So we have a phenomenal patch. This is one of the brand new patch. This patch was launched a couple of weeks ago in Vegas, and the results that we're hearing from this patch is absolutely phenomenal. So the question is, why is the VTT technology of Super Patch better than anything else out there? Well, it's very simple, because it has all the features that we're looking for and none of the features that we're not looking for, right? It's drug-free, no ingredients, no supplements, no side effects. So the best way to look at this is, with this technology, the worst thing that can happen is nothing. Let me explain. Let's say you do not have any pain in your body right now, and I apply a Freedom patch on you. Nothing's going to happen because you're not feeling any pain. But if you don't feel any pain and you decide for some weird reason to take a pain medication, something chemically is changing inside your body. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to have none of the benefits because you didn't have pain to begin with, but you're going to have all the side effects, right? So only negative, no positive. That's bad. That's a bad situation. With this technology, there's no side effects. So the only thing that can happen with this technology is only the benefit. It's either nothing's happening because you didn't need it in the first place, or something good is happening because you actually needed it. This technology works perfectly in alignment with how our body is supposed to work. We're not trying to chemically change our body from the inside to try to create change, force our body to change. No. We're working alongside the mechanisms of our body, which is very simple. When there's a stimulus, our body is reacting, right? So now we're simply stimulating the skin to generate a signal to just remind the body of, hey, you could work better here, you could work better there. And then the body is responding with the number one thing it needs right now. And if it doesn't need it, nothing happens. So this is why the Super Patch technology, the VTT technology of Super Patch, is better than any other option out there. And you know what? Like the video said, it is backed by science. To date, there are now 16 clinical studies that are placebo-controlled, double-blinded, peer-reviewed, and published, and presented in places like the 25th World Congress of Psychiatry, places like the 12th World Congress of the Institute of Pain, places where doctors, health professionals around the world are discovering this amazing new technology that has no drugs, no ingredients, no supplements, no electricity. There's nothing in it. There's only something on it, that texture. And there's no side effects, which is why today in 2026, this technology is now recommended by thousands and thousands of doctors across North America because they realize this is an amazing tool to provide real change, real results in people's lives with no side effects, right? There's doctors, these are 4 of the thousands of doctors like Dr. Anna Toker, who is considered the #1 colorectal surgeon in the world. And she is loving this technology. She's talking about it on her podcast regularly, and she's using it every single day through her clinic with her patients. And we have other people in different spheres of life, like sport medicine, like psychotherapists, and people like Mark Kerr, who's in the UFC Hall of Fame. And Mark Kerr was with us a few weeks ago in Vegas when we had our convention to launch the year and to launch the 2 new patches, the Assure and the Zen patch. And I don't know if you know who Mark Kerr is, but he is a badass dude. That's why he's on the Hall of Fame of the UFC. There's actually a movie on his life that just came out recently, and the person that plays his character, what's his name again? Oh, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's who's playing Mark Kerr on the movie. It's The Smashing Machine. Go watch that movie. And then he was there on stage in Vegas with us sharing how this amazing technology has had such a dramatic impact on his personal life. And you'll understand watching the movie how he's been dealing with so much stress and so much pain due to the nature of the UFC. So there's thousands of doctors recommending it. There's thousands of health professionals recommending it. There's thousands of professional athletes using it on a daily basis. Now, here's the thing. Every single day, doctors, professionals, average Joes like you and me are spending money on solutions to try to battle these problems, right? So much money that we're spending collectively $4.7 trillion on trying to figure out solutions for better sleep, for less stress, for more energy, for less pain, right? So this is a massive amount of money that collectively we're spending. And yet all those solutions are not ideal. But with the VTT technology, we have an opportunity to help 6 billion people to have access to a drug-free solution that is super affordable and that is backed by science and recommended by thousands of doctors, right? The cool thing about this technology is that it's globally protected. You cannot find this technology anywhere else. Totally unique, protected in 186 countries in the world. So if somebody wants this technology, this VTT technology, and by the way, VTT stands for Vibrotactile Technology, they cannot find it anywhere else. Sure, there's different patch companies out there, but they all have some sort of ingredient, some sort of drug or essential oil that is absorbed by the skin and therefore creates a chemical reaction inside your body. This has none of that. Again, the technology is not the patch. It's actually the pattern of texture on that patch. What does that mean? That means there's absolutely no competition. We're entering a market that is global, that can impact 6 billion lives with zero competition. Let me ask you a question. If you were to start a business in 2026, would you rather start a business that has 1,000 competitors, 100 competitors, 10 competitors, or 0 competitors, right? This is a no-brainer. Ideally, right, if you have a monopoly, if there's no competition, it's always better, right? And this is what we have with this technology. There's literally no competition, which is why the success to date of this company was by design. We know that all of humans have those types of problems, right? I dare you to ask everyone you know if they would like to improve one of these 15 things. The answer is going to be yes to at least one, two, maybe three of them, right? Which is why it's not a surprise. It's by design that in the first year of business, 2023, Super Patch hit $60 million in sales. In 2025, a little bit over $100 million. Last year, almost $200 million in sales. The patches, this technology is available currently in 34 countries, over 15 clinical studies, and to date, over 100 million of these little squares have been sold so far. So if you're looking at the map, the Super Patch Reach, it started in January 2023. This is a 3-year-old company, right? In June 2023, expanded in the UK and the European Union. And last year, Switzerland and Mexico were open. Look at this map for a second. There's a lot of countries that are not in color yet. But if we're only focusing on the countries that are in color, we're looking at a ton of people that are every single day spending money on solutions that are not ideal to help them with their problems. So only in those countries that we're currently in right now, those 34 countries, we're able to build a $500 billion business. Yes, billion. How did this number come up? Well, it was not randomly picked out of a hat. It's because we know, statistically, we know that there's billions of people that are having these issues, these problems, these goals, these demands. There's 6 billion people that we can help with better sleep. 2 billion people that need more energy. Those are the people that you know. We are part of those statistics. Your friends, your family members, your coworkers, everybody you know fits into one of these categories, right? And we have the world's only drug-free solution for the world's biggest health, wellness, and performance needs and wants in the world. And in 2026, let's face it, there's another need. We all need a little bit more money because inflation is a real problem, right? And there's not one person that I meet that says, you know what, Eric, I would like to make less money for myself and for my family. I would like to leave less money to my kids when I pass away. That doesn't happen, right? Everybody needs a little bit more, sometimes a lot more, right? So in 2026, what are our options, right? Well, they told us that we can have the gig economy to get some extra cash and some quick cash. But that's really just getting another job part-time, right? If you're driving Uber or Uber Eats, sure, you can make some quick cash, some extra cash, but you're very limited. When you're building the Super Patch economy, you're tapping it to a $500 billion market that is global, right? You're not going to drive a pizza to somebody in Paris if you live in New York City, right? There's no geographic limitations when you're building the Super Patch economy, right? There's limitless scale. You can work with a team. There's incentives that are way beyond money. And we have a CapEx program that allows you to earn from customers that you're not even gathering, that the company is gathering for you. So there's tremendous amount of advantages on building the Super Patch economy because, like I said, everybody you know can fit into one of the categories, and we have a patch for 15 completely different categories. So how do you get started? There's 3 different ways you can get involved with this technology. You could be a product user, right? You probably highlighted 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or 5 different patches that you can benefit from. Or you could be a promoter. You can share this technology with a couple of people and gather some rewards or possibly some free product. Or you could be a business builder and help us build the distribution network of this amazing, unique technology that's globally protected, that offers solution for a maximum market opportunity, products that work super fast, and that does not require any lifestyle change, that allows you to earn an income, an extra income for yourself, for your family, and generations to come. And that's really where the big money is. It's in the distribution network. You might know a little company called McDonald's. I think we all know that McDonald's does not serve the best burger in the world, right? And yet they sell the most amount of burgers in the world. And the day that they decided to add the salad to their menu, they instantly became the biggest seller of lettuce and tomatoes in the world. Why? Not because they're serving the best salad, because they have the largest distribution network. And this is in the unique position that you can be with this technology, helping us build the distribution network across currently 34 different countries. And if this is something that, you're interested in, but you're thinking to yourself, I have no idea where to start, I have no idea what to do, no worries. We have a 60-day program that literally takes you by the hand from the first minute to help you step by step on how to get started properly, how to start earning rapidly. And there's even an access to a interactive marketing app that automates a lot of this process for you. You're getting rewarded in dollars, but even in more than dollars, in life experiences, in rewards, different prizes all year round. The next trip that we just announced is in Los Cabos on July 23rd to 27th. And this is going to be an experience like you've never experienced before. This is a little video of the last trip we went on in Cancun. Last year, we were about 500 of us that went to this live aqua resort, a 5-star resort in an all-inclusive, amazing resort. And we had a lot of fun for 4 nights, 5 days. And all we had to do to earn this amazing experience is very simple. Sharing this technology with people that are having some problems, that are searching for a solution, that simply don't know that this technology exists. It's very, very simple. It's not rocket science. Even though there's a rocket patch, it's not rocket science. All we got to do is share this technology, invite people on Zooms like today so that they can discover what's possible. Now, how can you get started? There's different ways to get started. There's a quick Omega and Flex 40 kit. Those are simply different variations of launch kits that you can get started with to start your business with Superpatch. Very, very simple. The difference between the prices are simply the collection of patches that you're getting. You're obviously getting a better discount the bigger package you get. In my humble opinion, the best option is the Flex 40 because the other two options are fixed. You cannot select the variation of patches that you want. The only one that you have the flexibility of choosing which patches you want is the Flex 40. That's why it's called the Flex 40. You have the flexibility of choosing the 40 different packs of patches that you want. So let's say you want 40 boost patch because you need a lot of energy and your family needs a lot of energy. You can do that, right? So you have almost $4,000 of patches for $1,500, right? Massive profit margin. So as you're selling them, you're earning a great profit there. You have enough products for yourself, for your family to sample and to sell. Instantly, you get to work into a $500 billion market that took $40 million to create this product. You don't need to create a website or anything. Everything is done for you. So as you're buying your launch kit with those patches, you also get a website that's already pre-built for you that instantly works in 34 countries, which means that even before you receive your patches, you can share your website to your friend in New York City, to your friend in Paris, to your friend in Madrid, and as they click on your link, they see some information, they can place an order. And you don't even need to put some patches in an envelope, lick the envelope, and ship it to Madrid, New York, or Madrid. No, the company drop ships the product for you, and then you receive a neat little email saying that your friend in Madrid placed an order. Here's what this person ordered, and here's how much money we owe you. Thanks for the referral. And every time your friend in Madrid, Paris, or New York orders again and again and again, guess what happens? The company pays you again and again and again. It's that simple. And trust me on this, there's no shortage of people with problems. And we have the solutions. We also have a neat little program that is very, very simple, where in your first 7 days, you can earn $1,885. Ask the person who invited you on this call. They'll give you all the details. So that's it for me today. That's the information I wanted to share with you today. I saw this information 2 years ago. And maybe like you, I was kind of overwhelmed with this amazing information. And I had no comparison because there's nothing like this in the world, right? This is not another energy drink, another coffee, another collagen product, another wrinkle cream, right? There's so many of those options out there. I would not have been excited. But this, I was like, man, this is so cool. I've never seen something like this. And then I instantly thought about I don't know about you, but me personally, in my life, I missed a lot of opportunities. I missed Amazon. I missed Google. I missed Facebook. I missed Netflix. I missed Uber. I missed Bitcoin, right? I missed a lot of opportunities. And all of those opportunities are technology opportunities. And so when I saw the Super Patch company and the VTT technology, I realized, gee, this is a technology opportunity. And I did not want to miss it because this has the impact for 6 billion people. I did not want to miss this technology opportunity. So that's why I decided 2 years ago to get started, to grab my own launch kit and start spreading the word with as many people as possible. Because the truth of the matter is, every single person in your phone has at least one thing they can improve right now. And guess what? There's a patch for that. And so what are you going to do with this information? You literally have the power in your hands right now to improve the lives of someone by simply sharing this information with them. So take action, make a difference in your life and in other people around you. And by default, that's going to increase the amount of money into your bank account. So everybody wins in this idea. That's something that I love about Super Patch, is the only way for us to have a little bit more money in our bank account is to have a little bit more impact in the people that we love around us, in our coworkers, our friends, our family, our people that we go to church with, or random strangers that we meet that we see that have pain on their knee, and we can share this technology with them. So it's very, very simple. Every single day you hear people complaining about something, and you can say, hey, you know what? There's a patch for that. So with that, call the person that invited you on this presentation. Let them know what you liked best about it and ask all your questions. If for some reason they don't know the answer to your question, maybe because they started 2 days ago or 2 weeks ago, they don't know everything yet, that's perfectly fine. They'll be able to put you in touch with someone that will be able to answer all of your questions, and more importantly, will be able to help you get started the right way, start having some impact, and start changing the world with us one patch at a time. So with that, welcome to Super Patch. I cannot wait to hear about your results, the impact that you're creating around the world, and maybe I'll see you at our next event. With that, have a great day, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.